There will be moments in life when you stand alone. No back applause. No helping hand reaching out to lift you. It is in these moments that the true warrior inside you is revealed. Because being a one-man army doesn't mean you're without fear. It means you march forward despite it. Loneliness is a battlefield. When you're left standing on your own, it feels like the world has forgotten you, like the voices that once cheered you have gone silent. But solitude is not the end of you. It is the beginning of something greater. Walking alone is not a punishment. It is an initiation. It is the fire that tests your resolve and the silence that forces you to listen to your own heartbeat. In that stillness, you discover a truth most people never face. No one else can fight your battles for you. Friends may walk with you for a season, but when the storm rages, many will scatter. And that is when you find out what you're truly made of. Loneliness demands that you dig deeper, push harder, and rise stronger. It teaches you to depend on yourself, to draw power from within, and to keep moving even when no one is watching. Loneliness is not weakness. It is the ground where warriors are born. If you can endure that battlefield, if you can stand tall when the crowd is gone, you will carry a strength so unshakable that nothing and no one will ever break you again. Strength is not built in moments of comfort. It is forged in the fire of solitude, in the hours when you feel like no one sees you struggle, when no one hears your cries, and yet you keep moving. Solitude has a way of stripping everything away from you. Support, encouragement, validation, and leaving you face to face with your raw self. That is where the true warrior is created. When you are alone, there are no shortcuts, no excuses, no one to carry you. Every step you take, every ounce of effort you put in, is a direct reflection of your willpower. And that willpower becomes unshakable. The strongest warriors throughout history went always surrounded by allies. Many walked alone, misunderstood, doubted, even laughed at. But in that loneliness, they found something the crowd never could: clarity. Solitude sharpens you like a blade. It tests your patience, your discipline, your grit. It demands that you rise without applause and fight without an audience. And when you emerge from that season of silence, you are not the same person. You are stronger, sharper, and unbreakable. Strength is not given to you. It is forged in the moments when you stand alone and refuse to quit. When you learn to rely on yourself, you unlock a kind of power that no one can ever take away from you. Depending on others might feel comforting at times, but it can also become a weakness. Because when they walk away and they fail you, when they simply cannot carry the weight you expect them to, you're left broken and empty. But when you build your life on your own strength, your own decisions, your own discipline, you become untouchable. Self-reliance doesn't mean isolation. It means mastery. It means you trust yourself to rise when you fall. It means you don't wait for permission. You don't wait for validation. And you don't wait for someone to rescue you. You become the one who rescues yourself. You become who creates opportunities when doors are closed. You stop blaming, stop waiting, and start owning your life completely. That's real freedom. Because when your confidence comes from within, no betrayal can break it, no rejection can shatter it, and no loss can. Alliance is not just survival. It's the foundation of unstoppable strength. And once you've built that, you truly become a force that nothing and no one can defeat. Isolation sharpens focus because when you are alone, there are no distractions, no noise from the outside world pulling you in different directions. In solitude, you are forced to face yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your fears, and your deepest desires. Most people run from silence because it reveals the truth, but the warrior embraces it. In isolation, clarity is born. You begin to see what truly matters and what is simply noise. You learn to cut away the unnecessary, to strip your life down to the essentials, and to pour your energy into what moves you forward. When no one is watching, you practice. When no one is cheering, you prepare. When no one believes, you sharpen your vision until it becomes unshakable. The world is full of people who crave company, but the one-man army learns that progress often comes from the hours spent alone, grinding in the shadows. Focus is not a gift. It is built in those quiet moments when you choose discipline over distraction. So never fear isolation. Use it. Let the silence strengthen your vision, and let your solitude carve the sharpest edge of your determination. That is where greatness begins. The world doesn't always cheer for you. In fact, there will be tight with everything you have inside of you and hear nothing but silence. No applause. No recognition. No one standing in the crowd shouting your name. That silence can feel heavy, like you're invisible, like your effort doesn't matter. But here's the truth. Here's not about the claps, the cheers, or the approval of others. Your fight is about proving to yourself that you can rise. It's about showing up when no one notices, pushing forward when no one believes, and continuing even when nobody tells you, well done. Because the applause of the world is temporary, but the pride of self-mastery is eternal. Sometimes you have to be your own cheerleader, your own motivator, your own biggest believer. When the crowd is absent, you must still find the courage to sail tall and move forward. And when the time comes, when you finally break through and achieve what you set out to do, the silence will turn into echoes of victory inside your soul. You won't need validation from anyone because you will already know you are enough alone. History has shown us time and time again that one determined person can ignite a fire that changes everything. Greatness has never required a crowd. It has only required a single soul unwilling to surrender. Think of the inventors, the visionaries, the fieries who stood when no one else would. They were laughed at, doubted, ridiculed, and told their dreams were impossible. Yet they pressed forward, fueled not by the approval of others, but by the conviction in their own hearts. That is the essence of a one-man army. Someone who refuses to wait for permission. Someone who doesn't need the world's agreement to chase destiny. The truth is, most people will not see what you see. They will not believe in what you believe. And that's okay, because your dream wasn't planted in them. It was planted in you. A single person's decision to stand tall in the face of resistance has toppled empires, created revolutions, birthed new inventions, and inspired generations. Never underestimate the power within you simply because you stand alone. One determined individual with clarity, courage, and relentless persistence has always been enough to rewrite history. You don't need an army. You'd only need your will.